Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a kind of a chatty video talking about my favourite curling products. Well, not all are my favourite products actually. They're basically the products that I've bought since I did my big chop and since I've had natural curly hair. So they're really the only curling products I've ever used because I've only just had curly hair. But I did buy quite a few. I've got 6 products here from 4 different brands and they're all different kinds of products, so like gels, creams, mousse. So yeah, I basically just wanted to go through and tell you my favourites and my least favourites and what I use them for, and yeah, basically that's it. So I'll start off with like the cream products because I normally use the LOC method with my hair, which is when you put a leave-in conditioner or a liquid, an oil, and then a cream, and it helps lock moisture into your hair. But I've actually got 3 creams, and I'll use these when I'm doing the LOC method. My actual favourite is not the one that I thought that would be my favourite, and the one that I thought that would be my favourite I don't like that much. So let's start with let's start with the one that I thought I would like, but I'm a bit like I'm not sure on. The Shea Moisture Coconut Hibiscus Curl Enhancing Smoothie. Now this product is always raved about, and that's why I bought it, because I saw so many people talking about it online, about how good it is, and it's good, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, it's just not as good as I thought it was going to be. So it smells really good. It's actually the best smelling product out of all the products. It's kind of like a sweet smell, like sweet and creamy, like a cake or something. Yeah, it smells like cake maybe, like cake mix. Yeah, that's what it smells like. Yeah, it smells like cake mix, like vanilla cake mix. So it smells amazing, like I could just smell it all day. And I like the way it feels. It's a pretty thick cream, so yeah, that ain't moving anywhere. So it's kind of like that thick, creamy consistency, which is also quite nice if you've got thick curly hair. If you've got finer hair or hair that gets weighed down easily, then it's probably not for you. But yeah, it does say it's for thick curly hair on the front as well. So yeah, so it's the good things about this product, it's very moisturizing. When you put it on your hair, you can feel how moisturizing it is. It glides onto the hair really easily. It looks moisturized the next day. The things I don't like about it is that it's not very defining. So if you're using it for to define your curls, which is, I think it's supposed to do that. Yeah, it does say moisturize and curl define. It does moisturize, but it doesn't really curl define, in my opinion. I mean, it does a little bit. It's obviously more defined than if you didn't have products in your hair, but I mean, that's not a really good indicator, is it? Because you're obviously going to put something in your hair. However, if you're not that bothered about defining your curls and you're more interested in keeping your hair moisturized and soft to the touch, there's no crunchy feel, also keeps your curls elongated, there's no shrinkage with this. Well, there's a little bit, but there's not as much shrinkage as with some of the other products that I've used. So if those are the things that you're more interested in, then you might like this. But for me, I really wanted defined curls and to get rid of the frizz, and it doesn't really get rid of all the frizz in my opinion. The next one, the one that I wanted to compare it to actually before I bought either of them or any product, and because these were the 2 first products I bought because I wanted to specifically compare these 2 because they sounded like they would be very similar, and that's this one. So it's the Cantu Shea Butter line for natural hair coconut curling cream, and these 2 products are very, very similar as I thought they would be. However, I prefer this one, and the reason I prefer this one is basically because of the reasons I said that I didn't like about that one. So this one is very defining. I feel like it really eliminates any kind of frizz in your hair. You get really defined curls, almost like you've used a gel, but it's still more moisturizing than a gel. Now on the front it says it defines, moisturizes and strengthens strands. So I feel like well, it definitely does the first two. I don't know if it strengthens strands because I haven't been using it for long enough. Also, let me show you the inside. Ooh. So this one's a bit wetter actually. Not much, but you can see that it's moving around in there. Smell wise, it smells like all of the Cantu line. To me, it really smells, I know it's supposed to smell like coconut, and I guess it does a little bit, but it also smells like pineapple. So every time I smell Cantu products, I feel like I'm smelling a pina colada. That is what it smells like to me, a pina colada. But that's great because it's kind of like being on holiday, like on a, I don't know, some beach somewhere with a cocktail. So yeah, it's really good. There, so you can see it's a little bit wetter, but still very thick and still very creamy and still very moisturizing. I use this in the same way that I use the curl enhancing smoothie when I'm using the LOC method, so I'll use this as my styler at the end. I tend to, with both of them, I've done different things with both. So basically I will sometimes just put it through my hair, like rake it through with my fingers and then leave it, kind of like a wash and go. Or sometimes I will do finger curls, much like the ones I've done here, but I used a different product for this, but I'll talk about that later. I think if you're doing the finger curling, this is definitely better because you're gonna get more defined curls, they're gonna be shinier, and they're gonna be like really like, so that's that one. Oh, I didn't talk about the price. So this one, actually I can't remember the prices, so maybe I won't talk about the price, but I do know that this one is more expensive. I think this one's about, let's go in American dollars, I think this one was about $11, $10, and this one's like $6. So yeah, it's like half the price and it's just as good or even better in my opinion. Now the third product is another cream product, and this is also by Cantu. So this is the Cantu, also the Shea Butter line for natural hair. It's the Moisturizing Curl Activator Cream. So this one and this one are pretty similar. I also wanted to compare these because it's another kind of similar kind of product, and I kind of didn't really get the point of both of them, like especially from the same brand. From the sounds of it, I was like, isn't it just the same product packaged in a different bottle? But there are some slight differences. This one is thicker. So this one is a little bit thinner, not really much. It is still quite a thick consistency, to be honest. I can't show you as well because of the bottle it's in, but let me just try and put a little bit on there, see? So it's still very thick, as you can see. There isn't much in the way of difference in consistency. It's nearly as thick. I would say this is a little bit creamier. But this one says it activates curls, delivers volume and shine. So this one says it delivers volume and shine, and that one doesn't. I think that one delivers shine as well. So, but this one does as well. I would say, so it is really difficult to say the differences in the two. But personally, for me, I do find it a little bit lighter, this one. So what I'll do is, if I have previously styled my hair with the coconut curling cream, then throughout the week I will use this one to reactivate the curls. I feel like because this is a bit lighter, I can just, the next morning after I've wet my hair in the shower or just wet my hair with a spray bottle, I can then put a little bit of this in to just reactivate the curls, re-finger curl them, or just like re-rake it through my hair and just like zhuzh them up a little bit. And then I can do this 2 or 3 times during the week and it's not gonna be like super weighing down my hair. This one has a bit less hold as well. I would say this one is better for wash and goes than finger curling because it does have a little bit of a less hold. To be honest, I think the other one has more shine. You do get very defined curls with this. I would say more defined than with the curl enhancing smoothie, but you get a lighter hold and a little bit less of an intense shine. And as I said, it's a lighter product. So I would say those are the differences between this and the other products. So moving on to the next product, it's the Cantu Shea Butter line again for natural hair, the Wave Whip Curling Mousse. So this one, I've never used a mousse before on my relaxed hair, or that's the only hair that I had before, but yeah, I've never used a mousse. So I wanted to try out what a mousse would be like, and I have been pleasantly surprised. So I'm actually using a mousse on my hair right now. This is going to be another video, by the way, a tutorial on this, but yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by this mousse. Let's see what it says on the front. So it says defined waves and curls without the crunch, touchable frizz-free finish, weightless moisture and conditioning. And I would say all of that is true. It definitely does define. This isn't dry yet, so don't go by this, but I mean, it's already looking pretty defined, to be fair. But this definitely defines. There is very little crunch, a lot less crunch than with this one. This one, it keeps your hair so soft. It's almost like you don't have product in your hair. You can't really feel it. Like when these curls dry, they will feel so soft, like almost like just how my normal hair would feel, but defined into a style that I want it to be in. So it's almost like the perfect product, which is why it's kind of a joint first with this one. The reason it's joint and doesn't win, because you're probably thinking, well, why doesn't this one win? Because this one doesn't have the crunch. The reason it doesn't win necessarily is because it's not as moisturizing as this, and the hold isn't quite as strong as the hold from this one. Weightless moisture and conditioning. Yeah, I mean, it's weightless because this one will weigh down your hair. Like this is quite heavy, whereas this is like, doesn't weigh down your hair at all. As I said, it feels like there's no product in it. Like it's just really light, and it's a really good product. So yeah, it does everything it says on the tin basically. So the consistency is it comes out into a foam. Let me just show you. So that is how it looks when it comes out. So moving on to gels. So I've only got 2 gels. And the first one I'm going to talk about is this one. It's the As I Am Curling Jelly Coil and Curl Definer. So what does this one say on the front? It doesn't say much on the front. Oh yeah. Achieve shiny coils and curls in high definition. Provides flexible, long-lasting hold. So this one, I do like it. It's a good product. There's nothing wrong with it. I just think it's got a lot to live up to. That's all. And I'm not sure if I'm a fan of gels generally. I just feel like gels are unnecessarily crispy and crunchy for no reason. Like even though I said that this one is like leaves your hair pretty hard, it's really moisturizing as well. So as a combination of products, I think these two work really well together. I used these in my wash and go video that I did last time. I'll link it below. Basically, this gives you the moisture that you need, and then this gives you the definition that you need. So if you've got the time to spend using 2 different products, and yeah, you just have the time to do it, then I would recommend using these 2 together. If you just want one product and you want to get out the door quickly, I wouldn't reach for this one. I would reach for the coconut curling cream or the curl activator, because those products have more moisture in them and they still define your curls. So it's kind of like a jelly, as it is called, a curling jelly. Kind of smells like jelly as well, actually. It smells like strawberry jelly. Yeah, it smells like a fruit jelly. So yeah, it smells quite nice. And the hold is kind of, it's not like a super strong hold for a gel. It kept my wash and go in place, but then again, I have really short hair, so pretty much anything will keep my hair in place. So I have another gel, which I'm going to get to, which is a stronger hold. But yeah, so I'm kind of just like meh about this. I'm not sure if I would repurchase it. So for the final product, we're going back to Cantu. It's the Cantu Shea Butter line for natural hair, moisturizing twist and lock gel. And this controls frizz for a silky smooth hold. So as a gel, the hold is stronger than the curling jelly for sure. I used this even when I had relaxed hair. So I used this generally for, well, only for braid outs. So this one looks like this. So that is not going anywhere at all. That's very, well, it's not hard, but it's just a stiff thing. So that's the consistency. For my natural hair, I've only really used it on my edges. It says it's moisturizing and it really is. I think you can tell by the consistency as well, like by the fact that it's that white color. You can tell it's like a bit more creamy. Like for a gel, it's very, very creamy. It's like almost halfway between a cream and a gel. I really like that because you know that it's going to be as moisturizing as it can be, considering it's a gel. When my hair gets a bit longer, I'll definitely be using this for my twist outs and my braid outs. And that's it. That's all the products that I have. I feel like I've been talking for ages, which I probably have. I'm going to have to edit this down. So just by way of a summary for this video, we've got the Coconut Curling Cream. It's my personal favorite. It's a good all-rounder. It's good hold, definition and moisturization all in one. The Curl Enhancing Smoothie is very good at moisturization. Smells great. I think it would be better for longer hair if you wanted like long bouncy curls. Curl Activator is best for touching up your curls during the week. The Twist and Lock Gel is great for braid outs and twist outs. The Wave Whip Mousse, which is good for natural looking curls. Great hold, but good to use if you don't like that wet look. And the Curling Jelly is better for wash and go styles in conjunction with a cream product. So I would use these two together. I feel like I definitely need to experiment with more different brands. I want to try the, what's that one? The Camille Rose line. So I've heard a lot about their, it's actually a gel, I think, the product that I'm thinking of, but I don't know, everyone raves about it. It might actually change my mind about gels. And I also want to try some Kinky Curl products, or Kinky Curly, and I also want to try Diva Curl products. So they're the three brands that I keep seeing a lot. I'm gonna try some more brands, and then when I do, I'll make another video to let you know what I think about the new products. But anyway, that completes this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you an insight into some of these brands that I have tried, and I hope you found it useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video.